I do have a bunch of goodies that just turned up from my friends GK Tech. So yeah, got all the goodies here for the R32 to get it going. These are probably the part I'm most excited about. These are the Super Lock LCAs. So these are unreal. So full big Super Lock LCAs here that go on the front of the R32 to give you as much clearance as possible for big angle, which means we can get all this stuff installed today and then get this thing down off the lift, potentially get it off to a wheel line at some point in the near future if I get time before I go away. Would be cool just to get it down and get it, oh no, probably wait till I get my shock work so I can set the height, then we'll get a wheel alignment. We'll see when the shock works are going to come, but very excited. Got a few other bits and pieces in here. Got GK Tech aero mirrors, which are sort of your Commodore looking style of mirrors. Can't get to them. So a set of these are just a bolt-on thing, look like a Commodore. They're like what, 120 bucks, cheap. Some other bits and pieces in here that I'm excited about. Swirl pot for the front, get the air out of the radiator and everything. Some R32. Oh yeah, pretty.
Oh, they're for the
weld in
LCAs.
Yeah.
They're copy.
So yeah, all the goods. All of them. Stoked. Big thanks to gktech.com. Jump on there. Their stuff's cheap 24/7, 365 days a year. I think they only do one sale a year, which is like the Good Friday sales. Is it Good Friday sales they do?
I don't know.
Black Friday sales. It's like the only sales they do for the year. Otherwise, they're just cheap for the rest of the year anyway. Jump on there and grab some for yourself.
Alrighty, one of those cases. I just got home again and Luke's not doing the vlogging thing, even though it's his job. So, what's happened over here, Luke?
Mate, what's happening with you, bud?
Oh yeah, well, I was going to get there.
Let's not make this about me. I'm getting to work on the Skyline. LCAs are obviously you guys saw before here from GK Tech. I got one in. I'm missing the shank. I think you're meant to choose what shank you want, and I didn't choose. For reference, GK Tech, I need an R32 one. Anyway, so the Skyline, obviously, as you guys know, had that hit in the right rear, a left rear, also hit in the left front. I found a little bit more damage. Cast rod looks completely fine, but upon bigger inspection, the cross member is a bit secondhand. Having a look at it here versus this side, it's very, very different. So I'm going to find a way to massage the other side back to looking like this side, and hopefully the lower control arm will then slip in. I do think there's a slight bit of the rail here that is pushed back, but not, I think most of my issue is here. So I'm guessing, yeah, the thing is when stuff's super strong, you kind of want it to be strong, but sometimes it can be a little bit too strong. So kudos to GK Tech, in this case, too strong, because it did end up doing bending the caster or the lower control arm a tiny bit, but it was also a big enough hit. And you guys saw the wheel, like the wheel was heavy.
Pretty mounted.
So that wheel, you think all that force that hit that three-piece wheel went through this corner of the car, and yeah, so it's done a number on the cross member. Hopefully I can get this back to where it needs to be rather than getting a new cross member, because this one's already been modified and everything for the rack forward. So it's kind of like a good bottom lower. Yeah, we're gonna get the hammer out, remove this the rest of the way off. We've got one more bolt, take this off, and then maybe start swinging at this. We'll see how we go. Wait a second, I got distracted. What happened with you?
I was being a good boy today. On my way to work, good boy.
Yeah.
No, honestly, good boy, because I haven't got a whole lot of fuel this week, so good boy.
Yeah.
And got 5 minutes away from work, not even, and red and blues behind me. Now, I seen them, and I closed my exhaust off, so it was all good.
Yeah.
But I also...
X-Force.
Yeah, X-Force valved exhaust, so all good. But I also just put in some VP Racing M2.
Is that why they pulled you over? The smell?
Yes. so they could smell the M2 E85 smell, and it was very potent, in fairness, and pulled me over.
So they pulled you over because your car smells like candy.
Yeah, and also how it looks.
Yeah.
And then not the damage part, the hot boy part. So
Too low.
got a minor defect, $164 fine, 1 point, but they picked on wheel poke in the front, camber in the front, too low, steering wheel, and my seat.
Didn't even open the bonnet.
Didn't open the bonnet, thank God.
That's what they say, too much paperwork.
No, so my assumption is they were finishing up.
Ah, okay.
And it was also a copper that knew my car was illegal but didn't know enough to know what was illegal.
Sorry, alright, so with that said, other than the low and the wheel poke, and obviously the steering wheel, because obviously it was an airbagged car, the rest of it you can have engineered. So like obviously all the engine stuff, it's only a single turbo from low mount to high mount, you know, the aftermarket ECU, you can get all that stuff engineered. Yeah, the poke and the camber, it is what it is. That's why I'm getting bigger fenders for my car.
Well,
so
I thought it was okay if the tread's under. I thought isn't it the case if the tread is under the car?
yeah, to me it sounds like it's not worth arguing when you only got a point and $165
No, I'm
fine.
not. No, I'm not arguing.
But I'm saying if it came to a situation where he was majoring you and whatever, you know, you'd definitely argue with what is too much camber. How do you know? Where's your book? Like, show me what too much camber is. Like, how is there? Because
it's got
what's the rules?
Camber in it. Like, it's got extended lower control arms, which gives me a little bit, but it's got no force.
No, you've probably got like 3 degrees, which is no more. Like every freaking VT on the road has way more than that in the back of the car. Like, yeah. And your tire, the top of the tires within the guard. Yes. It's one of those things. If not that, they could do you for increased track, blah, blah, blah. So I think you got away with it pretty well. It's obviously annoying to get pulled over at all. But yeah, and this time of year, like it's Christmas, everyone's just going back to work.
Well, we hadn't seen any for a while.
Yeah.
And then they were due to come out, and being the first day back at work for most people, they were going to be out.
Mate, so, I've been flat out here. I don't know what you're talking about.
And the person in the passenger seat, he goes, I didn't really want to pull you over, but he did. And he goes, I could smell it. From the moment we seen you, we could smell you.
Yeah, well, it's not illegal to run the 85, obviously. No. So anyway, I'm going to get the big sledgy out and start smashing. Okay, a day or so from when I last filmed that, guys, we did get the LCAs in. If you watched in the other video, this part of the cradle was bent. I have straightened it with a hammer. I didn't film that because got pretty ruthless, I'm not gonna lie, but we got this arm in, everything's situated. It doesn't seem like the front of the chassis is bent like I thought it was. It seems fine. It was just the actual cross member. So gone ahead and straightened it. I'm actually really happy. This slid in nicely. Like it doesn't, there's no movement there that's an issue. It slid in like it should. I've got the tie rod out in the moment because I needed to put a fresh tie rod in because that was bent as well. I've got that over. I've got some here somewhere, and we're missing the shank, and that's why we haven't updated you guys a little bit, and that has since been delivered. But before we do that, we've got some upgrades to do on the SS Commodore. You started this video, we got that aerial sorted. I'm a little bit mumble jumbled with my videos at the moment just because the kids are home, we're doing a lot of stuff, and I leave for the States tomorrow. Why am I leaving for the States? Stick around this video to find out, but it's quite cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here for now. I'm going to run off to go get some wheels fitted. After that, we will come back and get to work on the R32. I might try and get the SS plates changed while I'm there as well, because I'm going to get the SS put in my name. All right, let's go do some things. All right, so we dipped out to my mates at Bridgestone. More importantly, same fella that's putting my motor together, Adam Berry. He's kind enough to make some time for me today to fit tyres to my new rims. They're just some Chinesium Workmeister copies, but they're 20 by 10, 20 by 8 to go onto the Commodore. This thing obviously has huge guards, so we're trying to fill them up. I think we're going to need to roll the rear guards. Not sure if I could try and fit them here or fit them elsewhere. See, the boys have got time to help me roll the guards if it comes down to that, so yeah, let us know what you think. They should look good on the car. Oh, we're gonna have some scrapey issues. Fitment is definitely better. Alright, so this is not a service that Bridgestone offer, but we're going to be doing some guard rolling. Guard rolling 101. And we know Adam knows what's up when it comes to guard rolling. He's my people. He knows guard rolling 101. What are you doing here? There you go. I'll do the forwards and backwards. Forwards? Forwards or back?
Go forward, we'll go back again. It's like just got to the top. Yeah.
Going backwards again. All right, guards officially rolled. Looks pretty good. Obviously the front needs to come down. We're waiting for our shock works for that. I wish I had some LCAs or camber in the front.
We can put a bit of camber in the front, but it's
oh, with adjustment.
Yeah. So these ones are a McPherson strut. So all you do is loosen 2 bolts, and on the back there is an 8mm.
Yeah.
So you just loosen that off and drop.
Oh, you can actually punch camber into these.
Yeah. You get about 3 or 4 degrees.
3 or 4 degrees with like a spacer on the front. Look pretty tough.
Yeah. Just definitely got to come down an inch.
I reckon an inch all round.
Yeah. Oh, no, about the rear, front definitely.
I reckon the rear can come down a bit more. Tuck.
Well, we can get fingers in the guards now. So
We've only given it a quick little roll. If I get a proper roller in there or whatever.
I do have one somewhere.
Oh, that's all. Happy. Thank you for fitting me in.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah. Big respects to this guy at the moment, smashing out on organising, making sure the Falcon motor is going to be all good. So obviously I go away tomorrow. I haven't told you guys why. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, you'll know why in a sec. But yeah, he's making sure the engine's sorted out, because basically as soon as I get back, I've got to load the engine up and take it down to Melbourne to go on a boat with Daigo Saito's car to Japan. And it's all happening. And he's actually going to be coming to Japan probably. Is it confirmed?
Yeah.
It's confirmed. So he's going to come to Japan and actually help fit the motor as well. Just quickly, I want to show him your car. So he's got a Safiro that he's got here at the moment, his own car, which is Barra powered. So Nissan Safiro, and he's got it's full forged, isn't it?
No, so it's a gassy bottom end. It's head studs, valve.
You did bearings and stuff?
Yeah, new bearings. I'm looking to get, it's got Telford cams. I'm looking for about 600 wheels.
Yeah, so exactly the same cam setup as mine, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same sort of motor. Apart from you have the turbo bottom end, I have the gas bottom end.
Yeah, in hindsight I probably, yeah. Oh no, because we got all the cams and stuff, my engine was still worth it.
By the time that you whip getting all the block and everything done, it's going to be what you kind of would pay to get all that stuff done. It's like pretty much, this was probably about 5,000 for me to do it.
Yes.
And like that's obviously no labour or anything like that. But yeah, cams are about 1,800 bucks.
Yeah. So it's still, yeah, that makes me feel better. It's still worth it. But you've had a Barra in this before, but you blew it up.
No, it's over there. I didn't blow it up. It was NA, like nothing. So it's just an FG.
Oh, but you were still running big power in it, weren't you?
It was about 400 to 8 counter boost.
Yeah. So basically what I could have run on a dead stock unopened motor, like it had nothing, not even valve springs, did it?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Just dead stock. And I did this out of preventative. I'm like,
oh, so that hadn't actually blown. You were just like, no, I want more better.
That motor's going to live on. One of the boys has got an 80 series cruiser that we're going to put in.
Yeah.
Because he keeps having dramas with the engine and that. So we're just going to put a Barra in it. So if he does blow it up again, it's going to be, $800 for another motor.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously he's like high mount with external gate and stuff, and then a forward facing plenum. These parts aren't confirmed yet on mine. Kind of trying to work that out before it gets shipped, but if it doesn't get shipped, it's stuff that's relatively easy for us to put in our baggage and bring with us. We'll see how all that goes, but yeah, it's going to be stressful. But we'll make it happen. We're trying to cover all our bases for the Falcon.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure, like, because obviously when we get the high mount, depending on which brand you end up going, we're going to do oil lines, feed lines, everything like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind having it all mocked on the engine so that I can at least measure.
Yeah.
So then I know, because obviously, like, my line here is a bit long. I'm going to get that shortened and, you know, put the pretty thing that holds it there. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm thinking this is at the moment not running water through my turbo. So
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely want to, especially the PSR.
Yeah.
You need to run water through them. I 3 times mine went my PSR because I wasn't running water. Once I ran water through it, it was fine.
Well, yeah, this was only running, so the max I had it was 8 pound. At 6 pounds making 350.
Yeah.
So obviously the turbo wasn't working very hard at all.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to go to the water lines anyway, because they're easy. All you do is tap into just down here.
Heater line or whatever.
Yeah, heater line. Then you can just tap in as well there for your feed and your return, and off you go. But
yeah.
It's not hard. Like I've got to have this ready for the 16th. I've got it booked in M1.
Yeah. All right, so we'll keep you guys up to date when I can on what's going on with this, but otherwise, yeah, he's the Barrowman. He turned into the Barrowman.
Yeah, no, it started out, I liked Fords when I was younger, then I got Commodores, got into LSs. LSs, if you want to learn how to build engines, LS is the go.
Yeah.
They are just simple, absolutely simple. These, then the Intex, you know, being single cam, they're pretty much the same as these except single cam. These are pretty easy, like, you know, that you can get all the tools for them
To be fair, once you started working on it, pulling it apart and seeing how quick and easy it came apart, and I was like, there's not actually a lot to this, but the idea of pulling an engine all the way apart to me is terrifying. Yeah. Just because I haven't spent the time and learned enough about it. Because I just haven't had time, even though I'm 41. I didn't get into cars properly till I was 22. So I just never had time to really go at it.
I was always into stuff. Like I rebuilt my first carbine when I was 11. Like I had a dirt bike, and my dad didn't want to fix it, so I did it myself.
Yeah. Process of needs, but yeah. So this is his setup. Hopefully we'll have a somewhat similar setup, I guess. You know, oh, you're going more. You're going like 600.
Yeah. So exact same cams, everything like that. Yeah, I'm going for 600, but I've got a boost, electric boost thing that I'll put on. So street driving will be about 450. Then I go to Fridays or power play, I'll just turn the boost up.
Yeah, and that's sort of where I want to be with mine as well. I think 450 is plenty for a Bissu, but if there's a comp or something we're going in with it, then we'll wind her up if we need it, depending on the track or the layout or whatever. That'd be good. Anyway, we're gonna get out here and go back to the R32, but super stoked with the Commodore now. Big thanks to Adam and the person sold me them for real cheap off Marketplace. All right guys, I gotta let the cat out of the bag here with what's going on. So I'll probably headline this video, I'll probably use the thumbnail for this video as, yes, in fact guys, I am going to drive for RTR this weekend. I'm gonna be driving James Dean's RTR Mustang right-hand drive in St. Louis. So I'm literally getting on a flight in the morning, flying all the way to St. Louis in America, drifting for 3 days at the St. Louis Auto Show. I'm hanging around in St. Louis for another 2 days after, just because the flights were cheaper on the way back. I'm getting paid for the drifting work, but I still had to pay for my own flight. So yeah, when we originally looked at the flights, they were nice and cheap. By the time it was all confirmed, we had to book our flights. The flights had gone up, so we had to... Anyway, I'm staying for an extra 2 days in St. Louis. I think it works out for the best anyway. With the storm that's coming through, I probably wouldn't have been able to fly out on the Monday. Anyway, we've got this outer ring off of the Kansai wheels off the Patrol. As you guys know, these have been like heavily talked about piece of the Patrol, and this one's damaged. Oh, that's a real shit place to drop it. So yeah, this one got damaged at World Time Attack, and I've been thinking what to do with it, and I kind of want to chuck some of this in with orders of you guys. Originally, I was going to cut it into quarters and give you big chunks, but Hayden's like, nah, mate, nah. Then only 4 people get some of it. We kind of think it would make a cool key ring, obviously, hold it for a sec, to cut, you know, a small piece out like that. I can sign it. I'll probably sign them all for you guys. Also, Hayden reckons you might be able to use it as a bottle opener.
There's a fair chance, and I don't know how it's going to go.
It's close, isn't it? Not quite a bottle opener.
Nah, I reckon I can get it. Or is it the other way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Oh, come on.
It's a bit of a slow one.
Look, you'll get the bottle open eventually. There we go.
There.
Now you have to swallow it.
Swallow it.
Scull it. Give it a spinny boy. Oh, you can't. You haven't got deep enough throat there, bud. All right. So we're going to be cutting this up individual pieces, and I've got nice time to cut it. So Hayden's pretty much put his own foot in it, and we'll be cutting it up. Or I can wait till I get back, but regardless, get your orders in, guys. I guess there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There'll be 24 pieces, roughly 24 or 26 pieces.
Yeah, a few.
You'll be able to use them as a key ring or just keep them.
Or an average bottle opener.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's just a cool piece, and you'll know that you've got a piece from the patrol. And yeah, and if you get one of these pieces here, firstly, it's sharp, be careful. But that's the piece that ate the ripple strip at City Motorsport Park.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, flying out in the morning to drive RTRs, pretty cool. Obviously it's great to start that relationship with the boys. Next up, we're back on the R32. Obviously I'm stoked on the rims on the ute, but we're back to the patrol now. GK Tech have sent me the shanks, which I've put down here. So we got the shanks that we needed. Yes, the bench is still a mess. I blame Hayden.
No, he had to clean my stuff up so we could make more mess.
Exactly. I have enough GK Tech stickers to also sink a house. So more are going on this, but yeah. So the shanks are ready to go in, and we've got a tie rod ready to go in. We got the rack offset spacer, which I assumed with all the work on this car that would have this. Doesn't.
It doesn't need it with the rack move forward?
Yes, because this doesn't affect that. This affects rack travel. And it allows the rack to travel further. For those of you that don't know, R32 racks are similar to an S chassis rack. They have a heap of travel in them. However, R33 don't have much travel in them. And even if you use these, they just don't have a lot of travel. So if you have an R33, one of the best ways to get lock out of it straight up is get an R32 rack and this GK Tech rack offset spacer and chuck it in there, and immediately you have a ton more lock. And then obviously accompany that with some knuckles and everything else, big angle, all the good stuff. So yeah. Gonna have to move the 100 out the way, and we'll get to work on this 32. However, we may not, because I'm just waiting for a message back about another Commodore bit. Commodore.
So, you remember a few videos ago, I said that he hasn't stopped getting out of the SS, and it is the new daily. It's being used that much, it now gets driveway priority, and the poor 100.
Oh, yeah. 100's here. To be fair, I'm barely driving this. Like, ideally, this will go under there. Once that's cleaned up, the patrol will go under there. But yeah, this runs and works, so it's easy to just move it in and out. It's not problematic from that perspective. And it's getting all dusty, and this is undoubtedly a better spot.
It's getting much better here. Oh, you cleaned it up.
Just a small gearbox leak with leaks under the windscreen. Other than that, it's perfect.
So in a normal person's world, this is date night car.
Yeah, this is definitely date night car. This is after date night. Go and have fun with your date.
Copy.
And not in the back seat either. Back streets, not back seats. That's a good line.
Wow.
Back streets, not back seats. I like that. I really like that.
New shirt.
Yeah. Tell us, guys, you like that one? Do it in the back streets, not in the back seats. We don't want accidents.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Accidents happen in back seats, not on back streets.
Yeah. There you go.
We have LCAs all in. So the shank is now in onto the modified knuckle with the GK Tech lower control arms. These are so pretty. Now I'm going ahead and fitting the extra rack spacers. Super important. Make sure with these you add Loctite. Very important. Got some red Loctite. And pop it on there, and then screw it to the left-hand side of the rack. All right. So where are we at? Lock stops. Oh, the bloody hell. Need a light. All right. Lock stops are in. So we're going ahead and getting that done. The lock spaces are in. Hayden's just putting the last lock stop in. And we should be. Then what's next? Then we're going to center the rack. Center the rack and then cut this tie rod down to suit and get it on. And then car's pretty much ready to come down. Speaking to the boys at Shockworks, I don't have the R32 shocks in the country at the moment. They're just waiting on some overseas parts. So the coilovers won't be here for this soon, but we'll actually have the Commodore coilovers just after the Keep It Read event. So probably after the front's done on this, she's almost ready to come off the left, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I might almost be able to put
Exciting. What do you need to do? Your exhaust. Well, we need to do the exhaust on this, but I need to order the parts from Ben Brothers, and I haven't done that yet, so my bad. All right, we are now sort of finishing up with it. This is just an eye alignment on both sides. Offset and stuff's looking pretty schmick. Watch your fingers. I'm just going to do a quick lock check. All of it. That is a nice amount of lock. So, very happy with the amount of lock so far. So that's pretty good. We got clearance on everything right now. We do need to smack down the chassis rails because there's a bit that sticks out on a S and R chassis. There's a little bit that stick out, which hasn't been flattened on this car. So it's kind of cool to know it hasn't been that modified, really, because that's sort of a standard practice on a drift car, is to smack those edges down flat, and this hasn't been done on this car. So bloody stoked.
Unmolested.
Unmolested-ish, sort of. Oh, I might have contact for an entire rear end for this car. Someone that's bought one and it's crashed in the front, and he's reshelling into a two-door, and apparently he's got a good rear end, which we could leverage from him, because apparently he needs some front quarter panels, so there could be some deals.
I love it.
We'll work it out. Deals.
I love a good rear end.
And that is all for the 32 and my JZX. For a couple of weeks, really. Oh, why are the lights affecting me so bad? Just get on the party, because it's flashing. See ya?
Oh, I can't dance, eh? Oh, yes.
All right, I am back home from my adventure. Sorry about the flickering of the lights. I don't know how to fix it right now, but I do have new tail light. What is it? $50 later, and a new tail light. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the broken one in here. You see it's broken. So go ahead, get this out. It's just a couple bolts here. Pop the tail light out and pop the new tail light in, and yeah, get done. All right, old broken tail light out, new tail light in. Hard to see, but stoked. Love the way this SS is coming together, especially the new rims. The fitment is pretty dang good. Really happy with the front fitment, with the back fitment. Front needs a lot to be desired from the height perspective. Otherwise, not a bad look, if I do say so myself. Very happy with the VESS, guys. As you can tell, I'm looking forward to getting back and doing more mods on this. But for now, we're gonna go and freaking get ready to drive some Fords, drive some Mustangs. So it's gonna get interesting. So to make life better, beautiful wife here is cooking up a storm. Cooking up a storm. Oh, no makeup. You don't want me to film you?
No.
Nope.
Unbrushed hair.
All right. So unbrushed hair, makeup not done, she says. Lula gets to come inside. And Hayden is on the sim practice. Falling pieces, he reckons. Scar, gonna help me do these stickers. We're gonna stick them on the back of the seat.
But I said I don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. You should help. Alright, so to stick it up the back of the seat, guys, if you've got any stickers that you would like to see on the back of this seat and on the sim, our PO box is down in the description. Send us some stickers and we'll get them on the sim rig, I reckon.
Why do you say it?
What? Because I don't remember the PO box number.
4044.
Yeah, but you have to the post office and everything. Anyway, the intention is to deck out this seat and the rest of the sim with cool stickers. So start collecting stickers in our travels, and as well stickers from you guys. So looking forward to it. Some team stickers and stuff like that. Definitely be rad. So keen.